I think I read it beforehand, and then Kristen read it maybe a few weeks later, and she knew that I was doing it, and I knew that they were sending it to her, so we both wanted to do it because we knew we were both doing it, because we had worked together before, and this movie begins like it's this kind of sweet, almost like romantic indie movie, and then it turns into this insane, extreme action movie.
So yeah, like we hadn't seen each other in a couple years, and as soon as we got back on this, it was like there was no question in my mind. Before I even read the script, I was like, oh, Jesse wants to do it with me? Oh my God, it's gonna be great. And so I read it and I was like, oh wow, he was totally right. Follow his lead. And then when we met again, it was like no time had gone by. Mm-hmm. But seriously, like it was easy to just sort of pick up and keep running. You know, because she's got this big secret, and I don't want to give anything away, but it was interesting to play people that you were really very much getting to know as they were getting to know each other, even though they looked like they were so completely in love. They don't know everything about each other. There's just an understanding and like a mutual admiration for their differences, because they are very, very different. I think they compensate for one another's sort of like weaknesses, and I think they both definitely have them. And she relies on him so much. And so it's funny, like it's on the surface, yes, like she takes care of him, but she needs him. That's like she's like very, very reliant on him as well. It's so weird sometimes if like you're given a part or something maybe before you've spoken to a director. I'm always like, you don't know me, that's insane. Why would you ever want to spend like a couple of months with someone that you didn't know that you like jive with? I auditioned for the Woody Allen movie that we're gonna do, and it feels good. You feel then more I feel more confident going into something because I already feel like I've proven, like I'm already like, yep, you definitely want me? Great, awesome. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like in the first few days I have to be like, dude, you made a good choice, trust me, because I'm definitely here for the right reasons. And it feels good. It feels good to get the part, because then you feel like you should be there.
But it's so like terrifying to go into an audition and sing. I mean, that was the worst thing. And so I'm so relieved, I'm relieved I don't do musical theater anymore, I guess, regardless of the audition. We did Adventureland like 5 years ago, and this movie, in a way, kind of starts where that ended. Like, the couple is together in the beginning of this movie, and it seems like they're just going about their small, quiet lives. And then this strange government force comes to try to kill them, and they have to then defend themselves, and then they're on the run, and then it turns into an action movie.
There are two characters that you would very very easy consumable, you can see them in a little indie flick. You can see them in many different circumstances that are like, standard stuff we see all the time. And then to see them thrust into this like survival mode, like very, quote unquote badass, but very reluctantly violent people. I would rather watch someone who didn't want to hurt someone have to do it and sort of do it because they love each other and they just want to survive. It's like, I'm not a huge action movie fan, but in this case I could like, it takes a really beautiful love story and just like raises the stakes, and the characters felt so real to us that it was very easy to step into.
And I did like a boot camp before the movie started with like these incredible stunt people, and well, it was actually like a lot of the things that happen in the movie scare our characters. So even though we're supposed to like we're supposed to be like very adept at fighting back, we're still terrified by the things that are occurring to us. So it was kind of perfect that we should not be like action heroes, that we could also be scared of what's happening, because it seems like for an audience then more realistic. It really is like the ultimate like self-actualization story. Like the character is brainwashed to forget his history. I don't want to give away Kristen's character because there's a big twist there, but I'll speak for me. Like, the character is like brainwashed to forget his past, and over the course of the movie starts to realize who he actually is, and he becomes this other thing physically and emotionally and historically for himself. So like it really is the ultimate like self-actualization, like in a literal way. He actually realizes who he was. So it's a very sophisticated movie buried in this fast, action comedy.
I worked with him on his last movie, and we had just a really good time. We worked together very, very well, and he's written this new thing that's couldn't be more different. It's like Clouds of Sils Maria really had. It was written, like, I watched the movie and it is word for word the script, and it was very precise and wordy and like theoretical, and this is very ambiguous and poetic and sort of weird, much more French actually. And like, I can't wait to work with him again.
She's incredible.
She's
like,
incredible.
very intimidating person.
Yeah.
Like, really, very amazing actress. Yeah.
Oh, I love her. I've gotten to hang out with her a little bit because
really?
we have like Chanel stuff.
Oh,
And I've just
really?
had the greatest times with that woman. She seems I would kill to work with her.
Yeah, she's really cool.